my album review, classic album review of the classic album by the rapper The Game. His first debut album called The Documentary, which hit the stores I think around summer of 2005. When he came out with this album, like his impact was huge. People wanted to know who he was. They wanted to know who was this new member of G Unit was, because right around the time, okay, right around the time that okay, like I said, this debut album by The Game called The Documentary. This is this right here is a straight up West Coast classic. This is like a pre this is like a this is like a resurgence of hip hop of West Coast rap and West Coast hip hop. And this is like I think several years before Kendrick Lamar brought it back. This is the pre this is like pre Kendrick Lamar style rap, uh, with a dash of gang banging, with a dash of gang banging, and like with it's basically it was basically produced by Dr. Dre and 50 Cent, and it has like 18 tracks on here, 18 killer tracks, where he just gives into his gangster West Coast style, and talk about and with his style of lyrics, like Game's lyricism and his style of storytelling, and like him the way he painted a picture uh, of his adolescence and growing up, and in living in the streets on the streets of South Central LA, during around with the gang culture, and the influences that it produced and stuff. Like, of course, like songs like West Side Story, and songs like Dreams, Dreams, he on the song Dreams, he said that he wanted to originally title the album a documentary. He wanted to title it "Nigga with an Attitude Volume One," but due to the fact that Tamika Wright, the widow of Eric Easy E Wright, still owns the NWA name, the NWA title, and the masters. She put a stop to that. So like he had to call it a documentary, because had it not been for that interference, he would have titled this album "Nigga with an Attitude Volume One." Like with that song, like with these songs that were produced by 50 Cent, and like and Dr. Dre, you could tell the Dr. Dre beats and the Dr. Dre vibe is all over this album. And like I kind of wish he stayed with this, but like of course, like like 50 Cent and Game got a rift between each other, and like it canceled. Like after this album, he came out with the shit. I forget the second name. Like, it's on the tip of my tongue. The second album that he came after this, where he was still on Aftermath, and he was still being doing with Dr. Dre, and like due to the fact that Dr. Dre didn't want to get into that conflict with him, 50, him and 50, he just abandoned the games, the game, and his style of rapping. I mean, excuse me, his production. He just said, "Yo, you just have it at that," because like right around this time, The Game was a hothead. He was like some. He was like a straight up hothead and very confrontational, and a lot of dudes didn't want to. And like some like a lot of dudes pushed him away and drew themselves away from him when he came out. When he during this turbulent time, when he even though he was coming out with hits, but like that hood mentality oversaturated his persona by tenfold. Okay, and like he ruined a lot of relationships, including the ones with 50 and Dr. Dre around this time. Because shortly after the documentary hit, 50 Cent kicked him out of G Unit, and like he went on this epic long, almost decade long tirade against 50 Cent and G Unit. I mean, because he was feeling some type of way, and like, okay, but like, I digress. But like, with songs like Dreams and Hated or Love It, which features 50 Cent, like a 50 Cent, coming up, I was confused, my mama kissing a girl, confused, coming up in a cold world. he said like I want like the way he like 50 he starts off rapping his own doing talk about his life, his brief life, and that he said different days same shit and nothing good in the hood, run away from this bitch and never come back if I could, hated it or love it done, the dog's on top, and I'm gonna shine until my heart start like 50 Cent wrote the hook to this song, even though this is the game song, and like a game came in with his his uh his epic storytelling of gang banging, drug and gun culture, and like he just blended that in perfectly with a song, and after that it's a song called higher, where he said it's not that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I make you jump, I do it. And like, and that's what he said. I would never fuck Mariah because she got a forehead like Tyra. That's another thing I liked about the game. He had these humorous lyrics that he excellently that he perfectly blended it in with gangster rap and gang and gun culture. And then the track number 6, "How We Do," which is the first track on this album, and like it has that it has that epic, unique that that G unit beat, like dun 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 dun, like fresh like Impala, chrome hydraulics 808. You don't want none, nigga. Better run when beef is on. I pop that trunk. Like that song. That's an excellent song. I love how that song. That's another song that features 50 Cent on there. I mean 50 Cent on there. And like and then after that, songs like "Don't Need Your Love" featuring Faith Evans, featuring hold up, yeah, yeah, like okay, yeah, it was that song "Don't Need Your Love" and "Church for Thugs," and then like a track like a called "Put You on the Game," like and then a track number 10 called "Start from Scratch," which features the chick the chick from a Floyd Tree. I can't forget the name. The thick, I think Marsha Ambrosius. If that's the thing. Yeah, she sung she sings the chorus on this song where he's saying like if I could start from scratch, wouldn't change shit. Same bandana, same full fit, and like he was talking about he's basically giving another mini bio about himself, and like he's talking about still take four in the chest. With, he was talking about he got I think he got shot in the chest. Somebody shot like with an attempted robbery and stuff. And he said like he talking about he would do all this stuff all over again. He if he could start from scratch, and then of course track number 10. Hold on, excuse me. Track number 11, the documentary, which which is the title track. It's an excellent song. I don't really like it that much. And then track number 12 is my favorite, one of my favorite songs, "Running." You go dun, 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 like that song, and like he says like give me a he said I know I got more sense than two lesbians, and then he talking about like give me a room give me a room in here. He said like he talking to God. He said give me a room by Aaliyah with ESPN. I know I got two more sense than two lesbians, and back and forth across the border like Mexican. And then like it also features the G Unit rapper Tony Yayo. Tony Yayo like I ain't Nelly, but my Desert Eagles on, girl. Shit's Tug Big, traveling the world. When I signed my deal, I said fuck jail. I went on tour to Barcelona and Brazil, and like after that, it's a song called "No More Fun and Games," which is sampled from an '80s song that I can't remember at the moment. And then like songs like "We Ain't," "Where I'm From," uh, like special, and then track 18, like "Father Like Son." It ends this album out perfectly. This is nothing but pure, unadulterated, unsaturated West Coast vibe, West Coast music, and this is a West Coast classic, not just a hip hop classic. This is a West Coast classic. The documentary is a classic album by by the game, and this is what I like about this album. I give this album like a 9. This is an excellent album by the game.